What's up, everybody? It's your boy Elan. I got a vocal up from my brother Kennedy King, who is the lead singer in our band, The Majority. And we have a song coming out called Enjoy Yourself. And I want to show you guys how we went from...
Well, tell me now what's with all the commotion. Everyone throwing rocks in the ocean.
To...
Well, tell me now what's with all the commotion. Everyone throwing rocks in the ocean.
Quite a difference. I wanted to show you our workflow with the lead vocal. So the way we work is I have Kennedy sing the whole song through 4, 5, 6 times, just from start to finish. And that's the way I feel that a song should be sung. It allows the singer to get involved in the story. The beginning and the end of the story is going to feel different. If we start getting too hung up in one section of the song, you just start losing the feel of where the song is, what we're trying to say. And if the singer can't really get the song in 4 or 5 times all the way through, then probably just not ready, not feeling it, not knowing exactly where we're going with the song. So, you know, Kennedy is an amazing singer. He always nails it. So you can see here, I set up multiple takes, and I leave them on separate tracks here, raw. There's so many ways to do this, but this is how we choose to do it. So here he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different takes. And then later, with a fresh set of ears, go back and listen to each take and take the phrases that feel the best, because he might have said a word or did a run or something that sounded really, really good in a certain area, but then the rest of the phrase wasn't the greatest. You know, this has been done in the industry forever, pretty much. I think there's different names for it, but I've learned it as comping vocals. I've found this is the best way to get the best take. And then after 5 or 6 takes, and after you comp the vocal and bring it into one, then just really analyze if there's something that bothering us, and we'll go back and fix that specific part, and then focus on getting that note, you know, that big note or that phrasing correct. So as you can see, you want to bring in the vocal at a nice even peak. I try to stay under -12 dB peaks. Can always bring the volume up later, not have to worry about the volume too much. And first thing I might do is go in and do some clip gaining just to even things out. So see, this part might be a little soft, bring that up a little.
Tell me now what's with all the commotion.
That's too much.
Tell me now what's with all the commotion. Tell me now what's with all the commotion.
You know, just even things out a little. Yeah, just real subtle stuff like that. And you can go in there and see that might be a little loud, and that's gonna affect the compressor. The first thing we're probably gonna go to. So I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. Draw that down. Yeah, that's nice. So we're working these 2 lines. That's nice. And you can control breaths here. You know, maybe if the breath is too loud, bring that down a little. But you can also use a noise gate to do something like this. But I like to go in there and physically just draw it in and feel like I got a nice, even vocal take, volume-wise and dynamic-wise. That way, as we go down the chain, it's just going to be that much smoother, that much easier for all the plugins that you put in. Keep all the vocals here. These are all the leads here. And I just have the other parts muted out, because you know what? Sometimes we like to go back and re-listen. I might hear something different, so I don't commit to it one time, but the singer might be like, you know what, I don't like that part, or we might hear it later. I always have the raw other takes here, so I can go back and grab a phrase from a different take. Route all the lead tracks to a group track called All Leads. So they're all coming here.
Well, tell me now what's with all the commotion. Everyone throwing.
So now I can do overall edit. So the first thing I'm going to hit it with, just get the gain staging right here, so we're not hitting all our next plugins with too much. You know, if you're already here, doesn't leave much headroom for adding things down the chain there. So dry, come in and just right around there. using the FG9, just doing basically a low roll off here at around 80, and a slight here, about almost 2 dBs of 5.48 kilohertz. Just adding some bite. And like the preset says, presence. Adding some presence to the vocal. I always have a Q3 set up, usually just to analyze stuff, but not doing any corrective EQ because the low end is pretty much already taken care of with the slate. Some slight tuning. And an oldie but goodie. I love this plugin. Chris Lord Algae. With the CLA vocals, doing a little more sub EQ, putting a little compression on it, putting a chamber reverb, and the slap for some, gives it some ambient. Basically only use CLA usually just for this slap. It's just quick, it's easy, I like the way it sounds. But on this song, I ended up using a lot of the stuff. And this is a widener, adds some thickener pretty much on it. Right, bringing back some of the low end. Spank compression. I think that's modeled on their LA2 compressor because it has some of the same sounds. I'm not real sure how Waves did it, but I like this sound a lot. It's a real in your face as one of my first compressors. Excuse me, the reverb, and again the slap. So that sounds a lot like their doubler too. I'm pretty sure it's the same algorithm, same stuff. Just slight, just to give the vocal a little more of a thicker sound. So as you can see, just with that, CLA2A is such a go-to old school compressor from Waves. I love it. Just a little bit, just like a dB of gain reduction. But it's doing so much. Obviously, it's bringing up the volume a lot. A de-esser. Everyone throwing rocks in the ocean. Ain't it hard to see your reflection when you're trying to? Well, tell me now what's with all the commotion. Everyone throwing. Well, tell me now what's with all the commotion. For this song, I was trying something a little different. I wanted it to be in a big space because it's a real simple song. The chorus, there's no, it's just real simple. And I wanted it just to be like you're in a big ocean, a big world, and you're just hearing everything kind of drowning in different sounds. I don't usually do that. I usually like stuff really dry, but I was going for something different on this vocal. So I added right on it as an insert. Ain't it hard to see your reflection when you're trying to gain right on it. This might have been a little less here. Let's see. Relax. That added a lot of more ambient sounds. It's got some delay going on it too. And then another overall main reverb and lead delay. Everyone throwing rocks in the ocean. Ain't it hard to see your reflection? So there's a lot going on there, but when you hear it in the overall, so by itself it sounds super wet. Lots going on. That's what I was going for on this song though.
ocean. Everyone throwing rocks in the ocean. Ain't it hard to see your reflection when you're trying to gain a reaction?
That's a lead vocal chain showing you from start to finish how we process it. Hope that helps, maybe reaffirm some of the things you're already doing or gives you a couple new tips on some things that can improve your lead vocals. So if it helped you, please help me, help this channel, like and subscribe, all right? Peace.